ainda estou. Que encerrou. I'm here for one more live, and once again, the chat disappeared for me, but anyways, I'm going to fix. Hi, Mr. K, Toxky, how are you? And can you guys see me? Because I cannot see you guys, honestly. I can see the chat. Rade. Can you guys see me? Oh my gosh, where the image disappeared? Okay, now I am back. Now you guys can see me, right? Now it's fine. See, I don't know what's happening. I already updated the YouTube. I don't know what's happening because this week the chat appears sometimes and appear after switch off and switch on the app open and close. So I don't know what's happening. Mr. Kid, Toxky, Jay Shriram, All HR, Dionysius. How are you guys? Thank you for the likes, thank you for your presence. See, today is not so late like yesterday. It's good to see everybody here. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe. Yesterday I did a very late live. It was midnight at 1 a.m. for most of you, but today earlier. I'm good. How about you? I just got late 2 minutes. This is nothing. This is nothing. And thank you for the likes. Let's go for more. How you guys started the week? It's good. Not so good. I'm well. Work last night was crazy. This lady at my hotel started hallucinating. Really? I think people that work in places like this have a lot of histories to tell, because when you have a place that has many people entering all day, every day, probably crazy things happens. Sometime I go in Brazil. I think it was last year. I don't remember if it was last year or before last year. A girl that I know, she went to a hotel in Rio de Janeiro and had a guy that took his clothes and started to dance in the middle of the street in front of the hotel. So I don't know. I think people that work in this place are always going to have good stories to tell. आपके से हो बहुत बढ़िया और तुम why mudra why आप खाना खा लिया I just had made nashta. Now I just need to have my lunch, but I'm not feeling so hungry. Te amo, no. Not that I remember. She was talking to people who were there. Oh, had to call them because she was showing. Oh, this is so sad. For the family, probably it's a big problem. It's a difficult situation. You are so gorgeous. You just made my big cup line nervous. Thank you. Well, let's keep talking about something different. See, the dogs already started. Thank you for the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just more 6 to achieve our first goal that you guys already know. So, tap. Listen to the Hindi song, Te Amo. I will try to remember. Maybe I'll do a reaction the other channel. I already received, I think, 2, 3 songs to react there. But the problem is the copyright because my channel is new. I do not want to have problems with copyright. Yes, always the neighbors. After 12, my neighborhood started to be more loud. It's really sad, especially now because we are in the school vacations, so kids are not going to school. They are at home with parents and grandparents, so they play in the streets. That's why it makes more noise. I think in August or in the end of July, I think it's going to be more quiet. But the problem here is not even the kids, it's the adults. The adults are worse than the kids. Because I have three neighbors, three. They are problematic and they live side by side in front of my window. They drink too much and they put loud songs. This is the thing that I hate the most. It's what made me not like them. Because the rest is fine. The others are not like this. Neighbors are more outboard than their dog. That's it. That's why I say probably just in August when the vacations end, people back to work, back to school. We should all go to your house and do kirtan. They will know loudness. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Because it's necessary, especially in the night. Informally, something really common in Brazil. Hi world. Not just in Brazil, but in many countries here in South America. How are you? I'm fine. The dogs are welcome. Darshan of Kalbairava, yeah. Kirtan Brazil. I would love to see their reaction. But it will be fun. It would be fun. But come on, Dosto, tap in the like. I know that some of you here didn't do it yet. What are you waiting for? See, always doing it presence. Yes, Shake Halpaidava. Thank you for the star, high work. Thank you, Dhanyavad, Bahut Dhanyavad, Bahut Kushon. It's because has someone in the street. Always when has someone in the street, he barks. Everyone, doesn't matter who. I pressed like button so hard that my touchpad broke. Because of me, it broke it. Oh my gosh. Feeling bad. Don't need to be hard, just soft fingering. Oi? Não é pra mim. Sorry, talking with my mom. I think it has someone doing delivery, but it's not for me. I didn't ask for nothing. We spoke of him and the dogs start. Always, they know. They can feel. Don't have pet? No, it's the neighbor. They adopt a street dog. Yes. And always where they have someone in the street, they have some kids in the street. They bark. It barks. Hi. I say, we are in the school vacations. It's 1 month in Brazil in the winter. So the kids are at home. They are not going to school there. So they play in the streets and the dogs keeps barking for them. That's why. But after August, I think it's going to be better because, as I said, the vacations in general, the last day is 27, 20, 28, in the end of July. So after August, the school's back to normal, so they go to school. That was Stars on Ghost. I don't have Stars on Ghost. I never saw them. I already said that I am curious to know if it's real or not, but at the same time, I have fear. I don't know if I want to see, especially because most of the ghost histories are in the night. I don't understand this because for me, this is something that make difficult to believe in some histories are always in the night. Maybe it's just a shadow. And I don't know, I would like to see, to have sure that it's real, but at the same time, I don't want to see because I'm afraid of that. That's good how children deserve to play, yes. I used to love the vacations in the middle of the year. It's really good. Hanuman Chalisa drives away ghosts. This is the best thing because I don't want to see. Ghost is like aliens for me. I would love to see, but at the same time, I have fear to see. So I don't know if I don't know if I saw one day, I don't know how I'm going to react. I think I would prefer to believe that it was just a shadow because I will think why this thing is appearing to me, why it's ghosting me. Like I don't know. I need to clean my glasses. I think it has something in my eyes. Um, Hollywood movie that is scared. In real life, it's not scary. Can you imagine someone that already died appeared to you? Like, why? Why you are doing this? Go to the light. Go to reincarnate. Why you are coming for me? I will be scared. Scared. Sorry. I think it was the last one. Hey, Jay Hanuman. Do you believe in past lives? Because I've been falling for you there. You are not the one. Let's stop with this. Tell your history of ghosts. Ghosts do not exist in the illusion of mind. Some people see like this as an illusion of mind, so that's why some people believe it so strongly because for them it's real. Mother Bhagiratka is a traditional Sanani offer her father a bull and the call for her hand. Yes, and a gold necklace. Energy exists, positive or negative? Yes. Imagine if 1 billion people, 100 billion people before us all have turned ghosts. There will be no place for us. But they are not material, so I don't know. I don't think they need space. Hi, Douglas. Or are we all living the world of ghosts? I never thought it this way. We never know. Maybe this is the hell. This is the other word. I don't know. Namaste, Kenu. How are you? Mantra used to positive the environment. Yes. Yes. Sometimes I like to put some mantras or some names like Om Namah Shivaya. But especially Vishnu. I like the Vishnu ones. I wish I were a quantum particle so distance wouldn't exist between us. You're not going to stop, right? You're going to keep with this. Come on, Stone. Give your like, tap, 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 tap. Let's go for more. Let's achieve our first goal. But I don't know, as I say, this ghost thing, I don't know if I would like to see. My grandmother used to talk about werewolf, and for me, this already scary. I don't know, that person is too much. Thank you for the like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know, it's like, as I say, aliens, werewolf, ghosts, or fairy seems better, but I don't know. Or the, how's the name? Gnomus, Dark, I don't know. This is everything scary. We have some mythology here in Brazil about this. I believe in spirits, seen and heard too much to not believe. Share your history with us. Share your histories here. Do you believe in Chudiao? What's this? Give the English name. For me, like, I think some of those things, those creatures that people say that they saw or heard, maybe they can be like just beings from a different dimension that sometimes because of a fail in the matrix they appear, but they are not exactly what we think they are, you know. So that today, what's this? I don't remember. A sunset, the presence of my ex dying the night she died. How was this? You feel the presence of her dying, specific this way, and what you did after that. Thank you for the like. Thank you. This is so weird, but this happened something similar to me. I had a dream that a singer, he's a Mexican singer that I like. He he came in my dream and he did a goodbye, and I say, oh, this is so sad. And I saw like it was his spirit going, like the body, the old body, it was here, but the young spirit was going. He was not climb, how can I say, a nice stair, going up to a stair. And then 1 week later, he really died. I felt so bad. So sad when you see the death of person, like so many things good to see, like the numbers, the lottery, but no. See that people and bad things is more easy. I don't know why. Spirits is also an energy. Energy are positive or some negative. If there's so much electromagnetic waves, then it's destroyed. Oh, it's an interesting perception. I think sometimes when we see something that we do not understand, we have fear, and this fear make us think that is something bad, but not necessarily it's something bad. You know, it's more our perception, our fear in the moment to see something that we cannot understand that make us have this fear. What is a spirit? I only drink Sprite. Some people call the soul, the energy, something that is always here. Doesn't matter if you're alive or dead. Spirits is like a bhut or yaksha. But this is something that should be solved by Shiva, right? He deal with those things. And one thing that I find funny about those histories of spirits goals is like, why? Because for example, if reincarnation exists, why some people still here? Some people say, oh, because they are too attached to the material life, or because they don't accept their own death, or because they have things to do here. But for example, if I am in my house doing my thing and then I see a ghost, my first thought will be like, why me? What the hell are you doing here? Go to the light, follow Shiva. I don't know why you are here. Yes, they are in his retinue. So this is what I don't understand, because if they exist, has a reason for it, or more than one, and probably has a being like, for example, Shiva, that should help with those ghosts, those spirits. So why some of them still ghosting people and houses and things like that? When they will meet the Brahman. Good question. Hello, Khan official. Some people apparently die so suddenly they don't realize they died. Yes, but don't have the other beings to say, come on, let me tell one thing. You need to receive this news. It's going to be difficult, but you need to believe that you are dead. So come with us. Like, don't have this. Like, talking Urdu. Why are you communicating in English? I don't know Urdu. I'm trying to learn Hindi. Can you imagine speaking Urdu? Thank you for 7 likes, Dosto. Thank you so much. We are almost achieving 10, so chalo, 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 chalo. Let's achieve 10. Kanbai, she doesn't know Urdu. Yes, I don't know Urdu. When you start to think all this theory about all those beings, like we have many more questions to understand. And the problem is that we cannot have the answer, a real answer. Like, you just have theory. Come, bro, talk with me. It's more easy to prove or disprove, for example, aliens or gnomes because they are supposedly material, has a material body. For that, we need the Himalayas to meet the Guru or do meditation. A lot of meditation because the type of meditation there is not going to give us an answer quickly. Because for you, a person that is alive in a material body, full of distractions and bad energy, for you to assess this other world, other, how can I say, dimensions is not easy. You need to be really concentrated and you need a deep meditation. It can take years. But she looks South Asian, probably from Pakistan. No, meu Brasil sem rum. I don't have Indian family. She's Latina, especially Brazilian. That's it. Brazilian. I know people say that I look like South Asian, and I know that I look like many Latinos look like South Asian. But we are not the same. And thank you for the likes. Just more to achieve 10. So tap in the like. Latino people in the look very similar, yes. Especially the mixed Latinos. And most are mixed, so Brazil, Mexico, let me see, Venezuela, those people are all similar. What's the origin? Some Latinos are Native American, others a mix of white and black, and some of Asian and Arabs. That's why this similar feature. It's not my case. From Pakistan. Bom dia, sou Faurat. Como está? How are you? Modern Latinos are ethnic Spanish and Portuguese in the Americas. Yes, that's it. Latin America had a lot of mixed people. Had no, it has till now. That's why we have this appearance that is ambiguous. Some people look more black, some people look more white, some people look more Native American, and others are like brown. Often we have indigenous and African heritage too, in addition to Latin heritage. That's it. Okay, Dosto, just one more like. So that's why I don't speak Urdu or Hindi. It's not my first language. It's not my mother tongue. I thought Latin speaks Latin. Could be interesting, but no. Our language came from Latin, but it's not the same. It's like Hindi and Sanskrit. Let me drink a bit of water because honestly, I need. Spanish and Portuguese are terrible. Yes, many languages came from it. Our ancestors in Europe came from the Romans. Yes, we have a very Roman culture, influenced a lot by United States, especially in Brazil. Latin is from Greek and Greek from Sanskrit, right? I don't know where Greek came from, to be honest. Thank you for 10 likes. Thank you so much. We just achieved our first goal. People always say that Sanskrit was the first language and all the other language came from them. It is not true. Tamil is much more older. Or maybe not so much older, but it's older. Why are you feeling so cold today? The dogs again, because of the kids here. Jay Barama. I say it cannot see any person in the street. The neighbor, yes, the kids playing, people passing, always. This is the bad thing to live close to the avenue, close to nearby the stores and everything, because people are always passing, walking, and the dog barks. I think the owner should walk a bit with it, but she doesn't do, at least not much. For you to treat a dog, you need more space, you need to take it to a walk and things like that, not just keep it in the balcony. That's why he's always barking. The dog needs freedom. Nothing now. I need to remember. Maybe, maybe I don't have short. I will record a video today. Why I say that I don't have short? Because honestly, I'm not in the vibe. I pass a product in my face and see it burned my skin. Those things that you can see, it's burned. So I don't want to apply nothing. I don't want to put makeup in general. I like to record makeup. I know that's not necessary, but I'm not in the mood to record, so probably tomorrow if it's not today. But I think I'm going to edit a video that I already record to upload in the reaction channel. Actually, Native American are real Americans, exactly. All are white people coming from Europe. That's it. So Native American are the originals. Are they white or black? I mean, how they look. They are brown. Brown skin, straight hair, big lips, short in the stature. That's why some people look like Indian. That's why actually once I think it was the Portuguese or the Spanish came to Brazil and they saw the Native American, they thought it was Indians from India because they saw the straight hair, the brown skin. It was a mistake, but after they saw, okay, it's different. I think the eyes are different because the Native American has the eye like Chinese people because they are Their origin is from Asia, so has some similar features. I think Latinos would love worshipping Devi, Krishna, and Shiva. Yes, because the native people used to have their own gods and goddesses and supernatural beings. Native Americans are considered red, yes, because the others are already brown. The Africans, the Indians. But it's not brown skin. Has many brown people in Africa, South Asian, here in Native America. The white people are the different ones. Where are you from? Me Brasil sem rumo. I'm from Brazil. We just talk about it. But if you are wondering if I have ancestry in India or South Asia, the answer is no. Okay. This is a mistake that many people do here. But it's normal. We really look similar. What's a good thing if you are a tourist? Because people you know look at you like Angrezi full of dollars. But I don't know, maybe it's just my impression. But you look Pakistani. Yes, I know. Har Har Mahadev. Many Latinos look like South Asian. A former girlfriend and I joked that it's annoying that Latinos and Indians are both called brown. Which side that Indians are spice brown and Latinos are fried beans brown. I used to think the same. I always used to think like we should not call Arabs are brown, South Asians are brown, Latinos are brown, like everybody's brown. This is too much. They are erasing the background. I don't know why white people made everything about colors. This is not right. If Americans were already there, how Vasco da Gama found America? He didn't. He invaded. This is the word. Do you understand Urdu? No. I'm trying to learn Hindi, but Urdu, so much. I know that how people speak in their has a lot of influence from Urdu, but I don't know the language. I think Urdu has more Turkish or Arab influence, if I wrong, or Persian. I don't remember now. Arabs and North Africans can be coffee brown, yes, but also has though some of them are light, like white. So I don't know. I think call everybody brown is such a bad thing. You just say an Urdu word naive. It's because of Hindi. Because in Hindi, we learn a lot of words that is from Urdu. So it's a mix. Because use mat is too much, is not something to use in a random day or Hindi is better than the original. Started for minutes of life, still not much. It seems that it's so long. I start feeling hungry. Let me see if it's already the lunchtime. Obviously it is, it's 1 hour. But I know when to say eat nothing because I still need to do me. Honestly, I am not in the mood to do nothing. But I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, when you are not in the mood to cook, just buy something. That is easier. Thank you for the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you Wi-Fi? Because I'm really feeling a connection. Really, again, Mudra? Again? Already started. Thank you, high word. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I'm super curious with those scented glass rolls. Those things they are copying from TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Urdu and Hindi have similar grammatical structure but different vocabulary. Urdu derived its vocabulary from Arabic, Persian, and Turkish. 6% Urdu words are from Persian language. Got it. Yeah, just like has a lot of similarities, but at the same time are different. I don't know if I can compare to Spanish and Portuguese. That is very similar but distant. Outra pai have been over this. If you don't want the Swayamvar, you cannot. Yes. Oops, the cell phone is shaking. Seriously, it's at 300. But I don't want to cook. I prefer to buy something. Help me, my friend. You need help, really, for this. We are traditional Sonali in this house. Yes, yes, yes. So do the things in the right way, the traditional way. Maybe we can talk. Urdu is the most beautiful language. It's known as the language of this planet. Really? I never heard something about it. But the question is why? I don't think so, but yes. So here come what you are. What are you? My English is so broken. My gosh. But you guys can understand, so it's fine. Canberra first time. That's why Americans always support Europe at any cost because they are at all the same. Yes, and actually they were not all the same in the past. They just start to walk around together to other people. So it's something that all people of color should do actually. Like it's more easy to see a person of color supporting white Americans than the other people of color. We see Indians becoming racist with black against Arabs. So we should be together. We should put our difference aside and be strong, create an alliance. I know that it's not easy, but it's better. Urdu sounds more poetic. I never pay attention to it. Hi, Prabal. How are you? I'm fine. What's Sabatis? You are Muslim, right? Come, probably. I know the Hindus in Pakistan exist, but they are very the minority right now. Vai fazer almoço ou não? Só perguntando.
Perguntando no mesmo jeito. Não vai querer que dê a resposta do mesmo jeito. Então,
Depois eu vejo,
tô
depois.
cozinhando o feijão e o arroz.
I figured come by just thought to make sure. By the name, we already know the answer. It's interesting how people in Asia take serious this thing that have the religion name. 99% of today's regional problems due to the Great Britain. That's it. And they talk a lot about other people, but they never talk about how some things are their fault and they are keep pushing this situation. They have the power to change and do something, but if they do, it's going to be bad for them. So they put a finger in everybody's business and they complain. They worship only one Master Creator who is the above the earth. Independence from Britain is the most common holiday. Yes, when you start to think like this. I think some cultures ever should change their flag, like Fiji. Namaste Chronicle, how are you today? How's the beginning of your week? Here, the week started so cold. I don't know the degrees, but compared to yesterday, I am with blouse, but it's still cold inside my own house. And the curtains are closed. It is still cold. I don't know, it's a good time to be under the blankets. Obviously, can't do it. Como caiu assim do
Caiu
nada?
do pá. Enrujado, quebrou. Você não segura
Você vai
aqui.
jogar fora ou vai consertar?
Certo?
Did you record any video? I was talking about this. I think today I record or tomorrow because I was thinking the script yesterday. So probably, I think the video on reaction chain is going to be out first because I don't remember. I think it has 2 or 3 days that I upload a video on my reaction chain. I think it was 3 days. So I'm going to upload there first a reaction and then a video here. But it's going to be this week. Maybe in 2 or 3 days. Because if I do not record today, probably tomorrow. इनको मेरा उर्दू की समझा लगेगा ही है शुद्ध उर्दू इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट हो रही है. Let me see if I could understand. इनको मेरा उर्दू की समझ. You understand Urdu, but the English you need to translate. It's the same thing here, brother. Hi, Gigi. Do you react to Rama Glimpse? I think you did. Rama, the teaser, I think I did. Yes, I did. What's the video about? Did you react to what I suggest? What was your suggestion? Because I received more than one, so say hi. Racism entered in due to invaders and colonized. Otherwise, our Lord Christians like now haven't been serious afraid to show Christians that. Yeah, but this is something that people should change because now we can. We got independence, but our minds needs to be decolonized a lot. It's not just India. Wow, Zabardast. So I think I understood. No, he's saying you are translating into English. Sometimes I do because some words are difficult for me to understand. Bro, she's learning Hindi, so understand Urdu as well. I don't know exactly the real difference from Urdu to Hindi, but I think it has some similar words. That's why some words I can understand, others no, feels confusing. I suggest hyper question engagement and Sanskrit grammar is here. Yes. I still didn't record that because I think I still already 2 videos already record that I'm going to upload first, and then the other suggestions by the order that I am receiving. Rama trailer on 24 July. It's trailer. Okay. When you release a new one, I will react 24th of July. I try to remember. So cold, and my mother opened the opened the curtain. I don't know why. Because it's cold. Has a wind coming. I think I need a thick sweater. I am excited for this trailer. Oh, not the trailer, the movie. Because it seems that it's going to be good. I don't want to be disappointed. Hungry for someone's leg. That's it. Because it's just someone passed and already know. Actually, Urdu is Indian language. It's made from mixture of Hindi and Takrit Sanskrit. Arabic Persian is hardly 150 years old. Bro, you who is the choreographer of mine, same guy your girl or Alpha is scared. You who? What? You who is the choreographer of mine? Who did the choreography? No. Alpha didn't watch, so I don't know how it is. So I cannot say. Did anyone see the trailer of the Lord Parashuram trailer? I see just a small teaser, not the trailer exactly. It's a very good thing to have the skill of different languages. I also want to learn French, but never got the chance. Yes, learn another language is completely important, especially if you have the opportunity or the wishes to go outside. It's going to make your life easier. He's a screenwriter or off. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't know alpha, so sorry. Typing mistake autocorrect will kill me someday. Okay, dialogue writer is Kumar Vishwas. Also, lyrics of songs were written by him. It was fab. I don't know. I just curious to watch the movie. I hope I can see translated into Portuguese because it's going to be much more easy for me. I'm excited to see this one. I hope it's good. Hi, all HR. I wonder what the movie will be like. Probably constant action. Yes, yes, yes. Movies like this are always full of action. You cannot blink, otherwise you'll miss something. Miss something. Thank you for the likes. We are almost reaching 20, so come on, do it more. आप हिंद जुबान की स्ट्रक्चर सिकल में आपको उर्दू के अल्फाज बात दूंगा फिर आपको उर्दू भी आ जाएगी. Okay, जी. This was difficult to understand. You learn the structure. You do understand. Speak. If you learn the structure of Hindi, you can understand Hudu. Is this or I'm wrong? Okay, did anyone in your family friend circle follow Hindus? No. Imagine the Kshatriyas 21 times. I often joke that he needs to do the Patels next. Don't worry, let me tell you, they are releasing it in foreign language, and yes, it's not dubbed. It's their technology which they use to evaluate fusing. Oh, this is a good use of AI. Because in the past, to see Indian movies here in Brazil, it was difficult because we didn't have good translations. Some translations were really weird, and obviously this makes like you watch the movie and feels weird, but now it's different. Durandar, I watched it in Portuguese, it was good. Why they don't follow? They didn't feel yet. Because I had this curious to know about and learn, and I had my experience and decide to follow. Let me break it down for you. Zuban, the any language, alpha, the any word, signa, you need to learn. Okay. No hate for any Patel, they just like to pick on that. I think this name already become a joke. I already saw many people doing jokes with Patels. Become a meme. Become a meme. I will teach you Urdu, inshallah. come, bro. Why are you applying so much force? She will not understand so much. Yes, this is too much. Chronicle Latinos tend to be Catholic. Hindu Latinos are rare. That's it. Even in Brazil, it's even worse. Not even Catholics anymore. Are too Protestant. People are becoming. Some people are coming back. Others still. But okay, the Protestants are becoming huge. Where's this guy from? Yes, Chronicle. That's it. But imprimir so much clarity. It's not easy to understand. It's really big. In Brazil, Hare Krishna movement is there. Yes, I think they are. Since they do proselytism, they are the most popular here. I already did some videos about them. You can watch that. Just me and Radka, as far as I know, are into Latin. Obviously, has some others, but for example, in Brazil, we cannot know how many Hindus because here the category Hindu is for Indians in general. So if a guy is from any other religion or atheist, he'll be in the category of others. And in general, the demographic sense, they don't put Hinduism as one religion. They put with others. So like has millions Catholics, millions Protestant, and then the others. We are in the same category of other religions like Buddhism, Candomblé, Sikh. So we don't know the exact number because they don't count. They don't give us a real name because since we are the minority, we are in the same as others religions that are also minorities. So I cannot give exactly number. 10,000, 20,000 could be something like this, more or less. It's difficult to have an actual idea. Just me, I used to think Latino are some kind of female category. Latina, female, Latino, man. People from Latin America. But I understood what you say, I understood. Mudrabai, I will pretend to not find the offensive. Yes, that time I was that educated. I don't have a girlfriend, so please teach me how to live alone. If you don't have a girlfriend, you are already living alone. I don't need to teach you this. Life will teach you. And thank you for the likes. We just need more to achieve our second goal. So tap, 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 tap. Have you done breakfast? Yes, long back. Now it's time for the lunch. And I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. Ask your guru Yogesh Pai. Be alone is something that you just learn with life. You need to be really well with yourself. Because one thing is to be alone, and other thing is to be with yourself. Solitude. It's not loneliness. You need to be productive. Hello, Priyanshu. How are you? I'm good. Guru is more lonelier. Do you know Comic Con? Yeah, I already heard, but I never went there. And come on, Dosto. More two likes. More two likes in 22 hours ago. Whenever alone, when we have Bhagawan in our hearts, they should it down. Yes. Because we need to think about things. Are you happy to be alone? If you are not happy, you can choose to be with someone. But then you need to go out, meet people, and probably going to face some frustration. But it's part of life. You need to learn with this. We should not create some expectations. I am from Brazil. We are never alone. Posso deve conversão. That's it. We're never alone, but it's difficult to feel this sometimes. Yes, thank you for the like. Now just need one more. Just one more. Have you ever visited? No. I have plans to go
Fumar
in
some.
the end of. Que sol que tem agora?
Lá na porta da rua.
In the end of this year
O
or
arroz está no fogo
the
também.
next year.
O fogo baixinho.
Thank you for 21. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Dosto. Thank you. We just achieved our second goal. But you still can go for more. So if you didn't, your finger's not going to fall. Like. But it's already 20, so thank you. Yes, she did it in her life, before previous life. I don't know, it's because Comic Con is something that never took my attention that much. I think this is more for people that like some specific geek stuff. आज बिल्कुल lovable doll लग रही हो. I look a labubu. I don't know, but I don't think this is a compliment. Probably people often tell me that in my past life I must have been Indian. Just because it follows Sanatana Dharma. Because I think everyone that follows Sanatana Dharma outside the India, they say, oh, you were an Indian in your past life. Could be. And you were still attached to the knowledge. Comic Con in cinema meetup. I think this year Comic Con did happen somewhere in country. Oh, I didn't know. I've been killed to wear a crime. You'll definitely be serving a life sentence. Oh, so kind of you. So gallant. I need to learn some adjective in English to make more sense. It makes sense. He who chants the name of Lord Vishnu serves him in every life. I hope so. Yeah, but the goal should be out of this life. Because if we still here, we are not doing something right. Dionysius Abnato Rosh Kahua Kahanseho. I need to improve my Hindi accent. Um, I am sure I was not human previous life. Maybe some mosquito that I try not to do this with the mosquitoes. They are extremely annoying. Actually, I don't know why they exist. This, I think, is even the Vedas cannot give us the answer. Why they exist. Mudrabai, I don't know Hindi very well. I think he's asking where are you from, right? Let me check here. I don't know. I never try much to check my past life because I already saw many people that go to those person that say about your past life, but I don't trust much these people because I think it's strange how they are always someone in Egypt or India. They were always kings or Cleopatra. I'm not kidding. I think I already saw more than 11 people. They say they were Cleopatra in past life. So I outside India or South India. My family is from Puerto Rico. Those more Indian language. Our language is similar to that because people language, yeah. One thing I think is funny about people that speak Spanish is like apparently us who speak Portuguese can understand them better that you guys can understand us because even here in Brazil they have some people from Venezuela, Cuba, they in general they never can understand what we say. And I don't know, I think for us in Brazil it's more easy to understand the Spanish. I already heard the explanation why, but it's difficult to understand. Like, we can understand better Spanish than Spanish can understand Portuguese. I thought you are from it mostly is can, but I think with some level of meditation and control of over your breath, you can definitely do that. Do what? See the past life, because I always forget. I don't know. For me, it's something that is not so important. The past life, because if I am here now, and I already have to solve the problems of this life, why should I be thinking the past life? And I know has the karma and things like that, but I think that nothing happens just because. If I already died in my past life and I'm here, it's because I had I have to do new things here. I need to start again. If I born now in this life, because I need to do things now in this life with these people in this country. So let's live. Don't look to the past. Look to the present to create the future. Um, and I believe that because I have you ever experienced that thing which has happening at the moment I have already lived this moment ago. I didn't know I was able to explain it. Okay, deja vu, deja vu. I have often found that I have been able to speak with Portuguese speakers pretty well. I just need to pay more attention when doing so. Yes, for some people it's a bit easier or difficult. I got confused with it because you sounded like Indian. People say, but I know a lot of Indians in my life and Hindu, yes. Sometimes experience that you have already lived this moment. Yeah, I know it's deja vu. There's something common. Hare Krishna, Hayward, good night, sleep well. Thank you for your gifts. I really, really, really appreciate. God bless you, Hare Krishna. All the best. Thank you. And thank you for the likes, guys. We are already in 21. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, उत्पल कैसे हो आप भी आपका स्वागत है. Radhe 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 bless Bangladesh. I know you guys need. I heard something that is China is start to invest in some things in Bangladesh. I don't know if it's true or what it is. I think it's something that I still need to search about. So if you know something, Otpalde, share with us. Mudrabai, I see myself as Hindu first and Latin second. Yeah, after I start following Sanatana Dharma, some things change. Baba Baria, Hortum. I need to drink some water from time to time. You are my inspiration. Why? I did nothing to hurt you. Everybody thinks Dionysius are from India. I think everyone that follows Sanatana man has a brown skin. People think that we are Indian, and I can't understand why. Isso achei que era só o feijão que tava no fogo.
O arroz está no fogo, mas eu chego antes.
Não chegou.
Se ter 10 minutos, o arroz queimou.
Yes, the dog shouting.
Tem que tacar no panela.
Quota loud hair.
Feijão é que é duro.
Puerto Rican American.
Eu acho que eu vou deixar arroz cru ou queimado.
É só tirar de cima. Só tirar de
Não,
cima.
de cima fica no fundo, mas aí perde todo o arroz. Só vai dar pra medir.
Talk with my mom. You know Bali Island? Yes. It's most busy island in the world. It seems pretty, has a rich Hindu culture there, Buddhist too. I also want to visit there. 100 Dushman Mil Har China. Jaisa Padoshi is called Namle. Dushman is like enemy.
1 quilo.
And China just for the sickest.
Ei, sol está muito gelado.
Enemies, but no one has a neighbor like China. Certain religion of Bali. I think they are Hindus and Buddhists in general, right? Neighbor fed, but they didn't fed dog, poor dog. Is 9% Hindu? 9%? Wow, I thought it was just like 50 or 16 and the rest were Buddhist. I think the other countries that follow Sanatana Dharma, they have a lot of influence on their tribal beliefs. That's why it looks so different from Sanatana Dharma from Bharat. Don't know why some words are being removed. Okay, got it. You know that YouTube are banning this word? I don't know why. ISLAM. I had to touch in your message many times to read. You know Fiji, Iceland, near Australia has 25. Yes, I know. Yes, it's very fascinating to see the different localities from South America. Yes, had a lot of influenced by their native culture. I was watching a video, I think it was last year, about a guy. His family is from Carib and they offer beer, cigarettes, meat to deities because they have some African religion influence on their Sanatana Dharma, so it's different. And some Hindus from India were like, what the fuck, why you are giving cigarettes and meat to deities? You know, Mauritius is 50 kingdom race 50. Wow, it's an African nation, by the way. I heard about, but I didn't know this percentage. Let's highlight this. I thought it was just a minority. I know a lot of Caribbean Hindus from Guyana and Canada. They are very unique. Yes, yes. I think they have a lot of influence from African traditions. That's why. How do I become Latino? You need to born in Latin America. Is the easiest way, maybe in the next life. Or you can come here, have your nationality, choose a country, and start to act like people. Either way, you have to incarnate as one. Yes, it's the easiest way. But honestly, sometimes I don't like this term, Latino, because put us as like people that are exactly the same. And actually, in Latin America, have different cultures, religions, so it's not that simple. How did you learn Hindi apps online classes? I tried to use Duolingo for some time, but I noticed Duolingo teaches a Hindi way that is too formal. In real life, people it's not going to be talking in a very traditional, formal way. People in real life has slangs, has different accent. They mix with Hindi and their local language, a lot of Urdu, so I stopped to use. Now I just watch some classes on YouTube. I'm trying to learn by myself. Not easy. And also you have already heard about Malaysia. It's 50 Hindu and Singapore, 10% Hindu, Singapore. These are native people that convert to the Indian kingdom. Yes, I heard. The sad things like some Abrahamic religions are trying to erase this. I will never understand American and Latin connection in this life. It's not that difficult. It's just a term to refer to people from this part of the world. But I guess we can teach you, we will teach you how to dance salsa and how to get a job in construction, landscape, yes. And also Bali was also Indian Kingdom. It's well, they're native people, not mention Native Americans. They never, the Native Americans are different. They originated in Asia, I think in the, what's the word? The northern part of Asia, if I'm not wrong. They spend a lot of time here, they create their own culture. And drink, Latinos drink a lot. Yes, Latinos drink a lot. In Brazil, everything is beer, caipirinha. So, a lot of meat. What can be a cultural shock for South Asians, especially the ones that practice anandam in a vegetarian way. So, it's a difficult thing. Are you back again? Ah, porque a sua até. Uh, do you know any other reaction channels? If you know anyone personally, you talk chat with them. I don't know. I don't know anyone who does. Well, obviously has a lot of channels, but I didn't talk to anyone personally. You teach me salsa. You teach this much, much, much. Oh, I'm terrible with dance. Maybe Dionisio is better dancing because I am terrible. Who? Um, thanks. do you did you do DNA test or do you know from where your ancestors? My father's side, African, and my family side is confusing, extremely confusing because they say they are half Native American, half white, but which white? Portuguese, French, or something else? I don't know. I think it's Portuguese by because of majority in Brazil, but I don't have 100% sure. It can be Portuguese. You teach me Portuguese, I teach Dogri, Punjabi, Harimani. Become a member of the channel. You you will learn Portuguese. I need to learn salsa. My mom didn't teach me. I never could understand why salsa is not so popular here in Brazil. We have a different culture from the rest of Latin America. Ask her to teach you. You still have time or not? I learned it. I learned it Tesinach from You still can learn. Still can learn. Just put effort. It's not late. I love dances. I always I love all type of dances. I even did some classes of belly dance, but it was long back. But I am not good. I would love to learn more other styles. It's a talent that I always want to have, but it's not my thing. I don't have coordination to this. I did two hilly dance. We only move feet white dance because actually as long. It's like some. I could probably learn New York style salsa. It's more easier. People are doing auction barter here. Lately been working on my garba. Oh, no, garba, I remember what it is. Okay, because good for the Navaratri. I don't know. Okay, if you want to read about Hinduism, I suggest you some websites, note it down, or screenshot it. Hope already know because I know you are a very knowledgeable person. If you have any recommendations, you can put it here. Garba, come to Gujarat for best Garba. I do love to sing in person. In Hilly Dance, we also wear gungru that makes sounds on our feet. Ah, interesting. I go crazy for the tandiaras during Navaratri. It's beautiful. Hey Gigi, you know why Ama, Krishna are blue? Even though they are say to the dark complexion test,
Morreu dois famosos.
in different tests we see different colors because colors has meaning. And when we see the description about blue, it's not light blue. At least what I remember from scriptures, Krishna, they say that Krishna is dark blue, like the sky in a storm. Is what I learned. I think people just use the light blue because of the colorism. I can be wrong, but man, mom, and both. I go crazy. No, this is already read. Tina, stop joking, the man. Prabhupada, I think, supposed to represent that they come from heaven. They came from heaven. Could be true, but I think it's because dark is like power. It's the universe and things like that. I remember that I heard long back when I was in the beginning of Sanamandharma that I learned. I heard why they are blue because I already heard different explanations. Which one is the most correct or all are correct? So I don't know. Black is the color that absorbs everything and things like that, but the blue, specifically blue, I heard these days from Sky and others just to show the divinity. I heard different explanations. People here in Gujarat go mad during those 90 days, nights, actually during Navaratri. I'd love to experience Navaratri in the valley because it seems there it's different. Vishnu is a solar deity in Rigveda. He is heavenly power. No, it's just a painting style. You can explain detail. It will make whole sense. Do it. It's cosmic. Krishna is dark. Krishna means dark. Yes, Krishna historically would have had dark skin. Yes. Said that now people just try to whitewash him so much. Is the colorism. The same thing with Radha. In the scriptures, at least some we see like golden skin, but it's more like white. The because some people say that some people described her as white, but I remember golden. Suppose I make a drawing of five people and I say you to look at Krishna. Now you be confused which one's Krishna. Just to point out that this is Krishna, he was painted blue, and other. Yes, obviously the gods, they're going to be portrayed in a different way, more tall, more strong, or different color, or using something in their head to show the divinity. Always has something. For example, I remember to hear someone, they studied the Indian history. She was explaining the Ganesh, this history of Ganesh having their elephant head. In the scriptures we see that Shiva his head, but apparently historically this history came after the real reason. Apparently historically it's because since Ganesh used to be a um, a type of ghost, a gunner, people didn't know how to draw him, so they create this form and start to use the elephant head because it was already uncommon animal because of the symbolism of the elephant. And then after this, after the artist, you start to paint this form, this story, Shiva removing his head become popular. It's what I heard. If it's true, I don't know. And yes, of course, color do represent many things. Yes. Acha problem, but it's deeper than that. Why just blue, not green or red or yellow? Blue is heaven color. Yes, it has meaning, but not necessarily, because indigo and blue color were most abundant in India, so it's always sublimation of many factors. Yes, when it's try to see the historical facts, you're going to see that it's not just one simple reason. Ganesh historically was worshipped as Yaksha before he came to be worshipped. How he is now is part of why he has belly like Kubera Dev. Yes, it was changed. Like also Kali, because if I'm not wrong, when you look back, she was more an asura, and now people just worship her as a goddess, a mother. And some people just don't accept this version. Every reason that is asking because I'm trying to start about, yes, there are many reasons. Yes, a lot of reasons. It's always gray. It's never white and black. Yes, it's a mix of colors. I think it's a bit of the representation of the universe, the sky, sometimes the nature. That's why we see green a lot, not just in Hinduism, but if you see other pagan religions, you see the dates painted in blue or green more often. Dionisio, how long have you been following Sanana Dharma? If you already say it, probably I forget. How long have you been following Sanana Dharma? I completely forgot. I am devote of Sadhguru Maharish. When did you took Diksha? Are you fine following this tradition? Or you already tried to follow different one or you never thought about it? Have you heard about Kailasha temple? Yes. Actually, before being Hindu, I were already interested in this. But it was more because of the theory of aliens. I don't believe it was aliens, but I used to hear people talk about it. Please out, you may find interesting. There are a lot of ancient which are mysterious in it. Yes, the Kailash is famous. I think has some theories about it. I I don't know you know story of Ravana capturing Hanuman. Gee, then Hanuman tail grows and he sits on the is actually an art form. I think I heard yes, I heard sorry. He put fire on everything, right? Thank you for 23 likes. Let's go for more. But these stories are famous. Hanuman is another character for me. It's very curious in Sananda because he was not a human. He was not a deva, but he become. He was created by Vayu, but Vayu was not his original daddy. He was from a different species. That it was a word, a earth species, but not human. It's curious. He was not like a monk when you see in the past. He was not a monk. It was a different species. Sculptor wanted to portray brave courage of Hanuman, so they give Hanuman a big throne of tail, a throne bigger than Ravan. I started out as a polytheist pagan, but then this past year I decided to start participating in Hinduism. This year, 2020, or the 2025, last year, to start participating in the community is much healthier and I have had wonderful experience. Yes. Which paganism, polytheism, were you doing? Something specific or just random, like in the natural witchcraft? Natural witchcraft. I have been polytheist since I was 12. Interesting. But I think now has many people looking back to the pagan stuff, religions. Some people just worship one patron, others do a mix of everything. What you were doing? one of the reasons why I never could stay for real Christianism is because I was more interested in the Baal than in Jesus and Magdalena. I tried to fit, but I think the Bible was right when they say that God creates some people, some vessels. You can try to be part of something, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. Polytheism and paganism has been more interested, more interesting. My hair is a mess. I need to moisturize, it's so dry. So basically, my main tradition focuses on Greco-Roman Egyptian polytheism. Basically, if I was a Greek living in Roman Egypt, wow, very specific. I also engage with Norse gods. Everybody had this face. Not me, but I see that attracts many people. It's sad to see that neo-Nazis are using them to do weird stuff, but with Norse gods because of how many Norse friends I had. Mm. The gods of Egypt always made me so interested, especially Set and Ma'at. She was so cute. Hanuman got a curse from a safe that whenever he would need his powers the most, he would forget that. So bad. That's how when he was chosen to go to find Masida, he forgot his powers, but he used a lot. To fly, to grow. I am born Hindu, then turned atheist for some time due to seeing other Hindu people blindly following superstition. This is a huge problem in Bharat. But then I again realized I need to find out the religion by myself. Yes, sometimes I think the problem with Hinduism in India specifically is like they start to do so many weird stuff that sometimes you don't see reason for this in the scriptures. And I'm not talking just in Vedas, but people start to do things by their own experience and their own, how can I say, some people start to take advantage of the innocence of some people because some things are not even ancient, some rituals, some practice, some beliefs that people have, you can see where and when it, it started, where it came from. And it's not Vedic, it's not from the Shastra. People are just doing a lot of things, especially in tribal areas where some people take advantage of some other people that are more innocent, especially young women. I see that has a lot of superstitions that it's more common in India than in Nepal, Bali, and other countries that follow Sanatana Dharma. So it's not a religion problem, it's a India problem. That's why I think sometimes it's better to be a non-India Hindu because we are more with the best part of the culture. Don't have problem with caste, we don't have problems of superstition, we are just doing the good part almost of the time. That's why I always say that sometimes you need to relearn Sananandara because maybe what we already know is not Sananandara, it's Indian culture and it's different. And then John one beer looking one reminded him of his true nature and potential, yes. So basically, has so many things to learn Sanana Dharma. We're going to spend all our life and still don't know nothing. So basically, I worship the pagan gods at home and in public. I participate in Hindu community. And now you're Hindu, still worshiping different deities. But the good thing about Sanana Dharma is that you don't need to stop to believe in the things in your own culture or other stuff because In other religions, you still can find dharmic beliefs. For example, Sanatana Dharma do not forbids you to believe, for example, Jesus or Papa like Ba or Thor. It's up to you, because if something is not a dharmic, you still can practice. So to be Sanatani, you don't need to erase your culture. Then then understood is not just a religion, it's a way of life. It's very late in history recognized as a religion by invaders as they thought it was wrong. Yes, Hindu community is way better. Yes, a good community. I intend to marry a Hindu girl and raise my children to be Hindu. Me too. This is important. We need to create a legacy. Hindus need really to create Hindu families. The other people are doing this. We cannot get wrong in this, because I saw, especially in India, people saying to their kids, no, you just need to study now, just when you are old, you think in religion. No, you need to give the base, the knowledge, because if you raise a kid without any spiritual knowledge when they are young, when they grow, they will not want to know, they will not care. You need to give values, dharmic values. Is our legacy, our kids are our legacy. Absolute power always corrupts absolute. Yes. I see it all as the same religion. There is no real major difference. That's it. That's it. The problem is the modern stuff, because people just are creating cult sects to put ideas on people to control. That's why it's difficult to know what's really in religion, what's the spirituality, what's culture. Even, for example, in Christianism, if you see the ancient Christianism is different from the modern one. The things has been changed according to people's necessity and ideas. You have no idea how much I love my new community. I feel like I have met sane people for the first time in my life. I agree. I totally agree. I never thought I would be here, but here I am, because when I heard about Sanatana Dharma for the first time, I just knew the stereotypes like the Indian religion, but it's completely different. For me, it's real. And it's not even about the people, it's really about the belief systems. Like, it's just a reality. When you know the truth, you just accept. Makes good, you know that is right, feels good, feels right. You know that you are in the right place. Suppose water supply is half in your city for the next 5 years, then you start to shower only 3 times a day. So does your child without any reading? But if you don't tell his reason, he'll do same whole. Yes, we have a saying for this in Brazil too. That's why it's so important that parents educate their kids well. One thing is culture, something completely different, spirituality, it's reality, something, people need to understand. That's what's going in. The people forget the reason why it was and are just following a lot. I am not sure if I was able to explain with my shit example. It was bad. No, it was a good example. We have a saying similar to this here, but it's about the pen and the fish. But anyways, people need. That's why I say, and I always will say this: we need to relearn the things that we think that we know, because the problem is some cultural beliefs are so deep in people's mind that they don't want to give up. Because let's be honest, some things were created in culture for the benefit of some people. And these people will be attached. They don't want to lose this power, you know? Because some things feel good. I will give a controversial example. In, we see the Pandavas marrying one girl. And for some years, in some specific region in India, we see that polygamy and polyandry were common. We know men marry many women, women marrying some men. Okay. In the Vedas, don't say nothing a favor and not against. But when you say modern scriptures, it was forbidden for woman marrying more than one man. But men were marrying more than one woman. Specifically kings, because they need to create alliance with other kings and things like that. We know that. But then men that were not from royal, they start to do the same. The question is why? Because they don't need this. Some people can say they used to do this because, well, they need to create kids, because if you have a lot of kids, you can put them to work in the land and make more money. If you want, and when you are older, you take care of you. It's not going to be the responsibility of just one. It's going to be divided, so everybody's going to help you. But let's be honest. You think that most men that marry a lot of women, they did just because to have many kids, especially the poor one. We know that they did this for lust. But some people they will not give up this. And it's not because to have kids or because they want to have a big family. It's lust. Or submission, because we see in descriptions talking how a woman should follow their husband. Maybe it's not in the Vedas, but it's in some modern scriptures. And some men, will give up this. Because it's good to have the control. Because it's not something that is extremely necessary for your spirituality, be following someone. But people want control, or the Brahmins. I saw some time ago a video of a Brahmin guy talking how some people should not read the Vedas, and some people were complaining with him because this is casteism. So who is in the power? He maybe they know some things are not true or not 100% true or relevant, but they will be attached to this. They don't want to give up. Always question, is this still relevant after knowing its reason? Yes, this is good. I like this. That's good, Harvey. Oh my gosh, why so much noise? A minute. Okay, now it's better. Hi, Jarvis. How are you? Gigi, are you from Brazil? Yes, I'm from Brazil. Akash. Adriano. Namaste. Say hi. Look, my dear Radhika, the Hinduism is both the religion and also a way of life, because it had both the high spirituality and high philosophical traits and knowledge. Yes, it's a way of life. That's it. Yes, polygamy is the biggest example of this. Polygamy previously was done because men used to die in wars, and hence there were more women compared to men. Kings used to spend their power alliance, but these situations are not relevant today. Yes, for most of people are not. Actually, see some poor people in some countries marrying a lot of women, having many kids. They are so poor they cannot even feed their kids. They are not doing right, because if you are a responsible man, you will not put a lot of kids knowing that you cannot even give food to them. It's just lust. It's just lust. I'm not judging people by things they did in the past, because it's their life, their situation. But I think sometimes it's just lust, especially when you see the age of those women. They are not women, they were kids. But this is, and you see this, for example, when the British came to India, they saw some parts of India that men were marrying different women, and they saw in the northeast part of India some women marrying more than one man, and they were more surprised to see one man marrying more than one man because it's woman. So they forbidden, but they forbidden more women do this than men because also has the misogyny and many things. So as I say, some people know that some things do not come from religion, but they don't want to give up because give pleasure, give benefits to them. But polygamy was not common in India. It was mostly practiced by kings and not polygamy because female also did many marriage. But if I am not wrong, kings can marry second time if first wife don't agree. Yes, it was not common for men. This is what I say. It started more with kings because for them makes sense. But then people from the upper social class that had more money start to do this, and they used to say things like, "Is to have more kids." Because if you have a lot of kids, probably one of them is going to war, is going to die, but I need another one to take care of me. Are you going to put their kids to work on the land so I can have more results quickly? And one's going to help the other, the man is going to protect the woman. But sometimes you know that it's just lust. And also female, you can't if his first husband don't agree. But it was not any common thing. Yes, and sati is one a big example, because when I start studying the origin of sati, didn't was common till a time, and starting a specific regime by some people that were not, uh, how can I say, they decide to do things by their own. They did their own version of their Mahabharata. They start to follow their thing, then spread to other people. It was not something common. And it was people from a specific caste, a specific social position. People used to still use this to attack Hinduism if it was something so common in the, if it was writing the Vedas and it's not. That's why in the Vedic period this was not so common. And also, when I was reading about the polygamy in India, one thing that I remember a historian saying that it was never allowed in the beginning for a normal man have more than one wife because you had to prove that you have money for afford for all the kids and the wife. So it was not common at all for the common man, becoming common after the years. Actually, most it was not less because they would not have kids from all wife. They only had kids from first or max two wife. Yes. Do you know Sanskrit's most scientific and precise language? For example, most of scriptures were preserved for centuries from various by precise ancient English. Yes, Sanskrit is very poetic and very complex language. It's difficult to understand. I know that they compare like codes. It's extremely interesting because it's a language that is very complex and could survive and has different versions to make it simple. I would love to learn more about it, but oh my gosh, it's already almost 2 hours live. I ain't talk too much today. I ain't talk too much. I'm here for a long time. But if you see Vedas, it say men and women should be loyal to one only. It's an advice, not compulsion. And this is something that also people don't want to admit. Even if it's in the Vedas, it's not mandatory. It's an option. You are free to decide if you will do or not. But unfortunately, some people, especially parents, want to push some things to their kids. They say there is tradition, there is religion, but no, it's to benefit them. Because, for example, you say about the to be loyal to one is advice and not yes. But if someone now wants to be in a poly love, in polyandry, people you judge. They you say this is not the right thing, this is not good because we know that everyone should be free to do their own choice. But when they do a choice that is controversial, people try to stop them, and they create what's also not right. Or some families that want their kids marry a specific person. It's not because of culture of 100 marriage. Sometimes it's just because they, for example, this person has money, it's going to be good for us. They just want to use their kids to fulfill their necessities. So people, that's why I say it's so difficult for people give up some superstitions, some traditions because it's not about religion, it's not about spirituality. It's just because it has a benefit for them. Even in a Christian community and in a Muslim community, people also there's a caste system and racism there within their communities. Yes, this is everywhere. People just don't like to admit. Actually, it's very easy to learn. There are only 400 grammar rules. Trust me, it's less because there are no exceptions. Unlike English, where exceptions are more than rules. Maybe when I start to learn, I can feel, but because I want to learn Hindi first, and I think if I learn Hindi, it can be easy to learn Sanskrit. I think. I don't know if I am right. Because learn from zero from Portuguese to Sanskrit is difficult. Oh my god, it's almost 1 hour live. I don't know if I finish it in 5 minutes or I wait till 2 hours because it's already a lot of time. In general, I don't do lives so long like this. But since today I have free time, I am using this time. I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to be able to do so. I'm using this time. And the noise again. A message in the middle of the life. I have to tell you, Sanskrit is very scientific language. Yes, people say that. I ever remember the history from NASA using Sanskrit. Like they work like binary code or something like this. I don't remember well. When I say I know Hindi is literally very scientific. Explain why. Can you? 2 hours live today. Maybe, why not? It's almost there. Uh, if you see English, there are many words that are right in different pronunciation, different yes. But in Sanskrit, what you write is what you pronounce. These make everything so easy. This is something that I literally appreciate a lot in our language. Like yesterday, I was checking some pronunciation in English. Is like, why you write in a way that you do not pronounce? Don't make any sense. One of the things that I like in Hindi, I also notice this, the pronunciation similar to Portuguese. I went to sleep late last night. Oi? Não sei. Talk with my mama G. Oh my god, it's already 2:28. And I didn't have my lunch till now. And I am feeling a bit hungry, but okay, it's already 1:50. I wait 10 minutes and I will finish this live because it's already time enough. I was not expecting to do more than for 5 minutes. Can you imagine 2 hours? It's a lot. So I will wait the 10 minutes and then I will have my lunch. Caste system was originally not based on birth. For example, in Bhagavad Gita, it say people categorized based on their skills just to recognize them. That's it. And also, I am sure you didn't know the fact that the main reason why Sanskrit scientists, if you stumble words in Sanskrit sentence, it would still make the same sense. Really, I didn't know this. Then I thought it was the opposite actually. Then laws of Manumans came, the scripture I hate most. This one is very controversial. The entire thing is by what I heard from historians, real historians. Probably this Manu Smrit is not even the real one. Has many interpolations, things writing different areas, like someone's calling me in the middle of the live, but okay. So some scholars say that this is probably not even the original one. That we probably will never know the real codes laws of Manu. But I didn't. I think I read some pages somewhere, but I didn't read everything. What time did you start? What? The live? I think 1 hour, 15 minutes ago. I don't remember. It was one something here in Brazil. For example, English would take two sentences. One, Jerry, comma, stop, don't go. Two, Jerry, stop, comma, don't go. Saying two sentences of English changed every few years. Brazil, Portuguese in Brazil too. It's crazy. Hello, YouTube. How are you? You see a common just destroy the whole sentence. Yes. Yeah, no lunch today. I'm going to have my lunch. I don't know the hour, but it's going to be a mix of snack and lunch. I don't know. I will see. Prabal, do you speak Sanskrit? I've learned recently. I really admire who can speak Sanskrit. I think all Hindus should learn a bit. It's not easy, but it's something that is important for the community, the history, tradition. So I think some of us should learn. Hare Krishna, Bhakti Yoga. Should do some asanas, but in Sanskrit, even if you shuffle comma or anything, it will still make the same sentence as the. Oh my gosh, what's happening with my connection? You guys can see me? Because for me it's appeared for some time, but I think now it's fine. Uh, but in Sanskrit, even if you shuffle comma, oh, got it. It's interesting to think why it's like this, how people create this language, where they took the references. It's interesting to think about it. Oh my gosh, it already become 2 minutes. Can you see? 2 minutes? They start to count from the zero. Because I didn't finish the live. For me, it had a glitch here, a connection problem, but I didn't finish the one. But anyway, I say that you'll be here just for 10 minutes. And this is the same reason you would see people accusing that it's made up language, not a natural language. If it's made, it shows that there is more respect, because to create a language that is so complex, like Sanskrit, is not easy. You need to be very smart. Needs, how can I say, you cannot create from the zero so quickly like this. There's a lot of efforts, years of development. Hi, Prashant, how are you? Because it seems it has been made, yes. In my belief, it's like this. This is the reason it's called language of gods. That's it. It's very. I don't know. I think it's difficult to believe that one language is created from zero, like Sanskrit. Probably had some influence, some things were made, maybe a bit of both. I don't know, maybe I should study history of Sanskrit. Because as I say, Hindus should know about Sanskrit. It's the Vedic and scripture language, so why did you choose name Erotica? Just it was not me. It was the astrology. They say it should be Ra, Re, I. So I prefer Ra, Radica. Don't have many names with these, Ra, at least not in Portuguese. O inglês é uma língua confusa. I mean, I think it's easy compared to others, but not so much because even the different things they are not so much like in Portuguese. They literally change every year, has some many rules. It's crazy. How does Portuguese money look like? I don't have money here to show you because I we in Brazil pay everything with Pix, but it's very colorful. We have blue, pink, a little bit orange. So it's because I really don't have because I just pay everything with Pix. That is the system that we use. So difficult to see people using money nowadays. I don't have close to me, maybe some coins, but if you search, you see that it's very colorful. Has a small nose for people that is blind identify with a texture. Is it winter day? Yeah, yes, and today is a bit cold more than yesterday. Is English you have two verb, male and female. So if you have three male, female, and non-living. In English, the non-living it's like we use it, but it's not a gender. Sanskrit means well formed. Think language itself named like that. We can see how people used think back then. Yes, yes, and it's not wrong. It's a language that, as I said, that's why it's difficult to believe that it was just created in the normal way that we know that evolved. I think had some man-made, you know, some things were created to be how it is. Oh my gosh, why so many notifications? Why people don't call or they'll send messages in a different hour? Why when I'm doing the live? But anyways, more 3 minutes and I finish this live. Because I'm here for a long time. Basically 2 hours. This is too much. And I know it's becoming late for most of you. You guys need to sleep. Or I don't know, do whatever you guys do in the night. And I need to eat. I need to go to the bathroom because I'm holding for a long time. This is not right. Thank you for 24 likes. So thank you so much. I really appreciate. Today we talk too much about many stuff. Ghost, language, mythology or theology, culture. Era de noite ou de manhã? Now it's afternoon. It's 2:38. And I couldn't have my lunch, but I was not so hungry. I still now more. But I don't know if I'm lazy to cook. Probably I'm going to eat some snack. Why Brazilians speak Portuguese? Don't Brazilians have their own language? Yes, the native people have their own language. Tupi Guarani is the most well spoken. It's the most spoken between the native people, not just in Brazil, but some countries that are close to Brazil that has a border. In English, you have a word for just two things, for singular and plural. Thing for it's either mountain or mountains, but Sanskrit has many of these, not just two. Really, I didn't know this. So, for example, mountain or mountains. What next could exist? Tell me another option in Sanskrit. Now I am curious. What else could be? Are you going to watch today's semi-final? I don't ever know who is going to play, honestly. After Brazil get out, I was so disappointed. I not watching, just looking to the results. Yes, I think 2 hours is not enough for him to teach all Sanskrit here. He became our teacher today. But it's good, it's an interesting thing. Because I got curious about this. Because besides singular and plural, what else? Sanskrit has word for one mountain, two mountains, three mountain. What's the difference? Where in English it's either one mountain or unknown no of mountains. Ah, so basically it's like, for example, you do not have idea how how many. So you use this word, this third option, when you still don't know the exact number. I'm right or wrong? I don't know. Is English is either one or many, not in between. Okay. Now I got it. Hi, Baba, Zarif, how are you? Okay, guys. Brazil performed well in the world. Yes, not so well as we wanted, but maybe in the next one. People were so disappointed. It should be in the finals. Has a long time that we don't see the victory. Feels so sad. Some people in Brazil are saying that Argentina paid to win this World Cup. Imagine if it was really unmade how man-made how then smart the person has to be. Probably not one person, but many people. There were scholars that had access to knowledge, and obviously they took inspiration from others. Maybe I'm literally about Einstein. Yes, you got beautiful eyes, but sweetie lips. Don't start with this. But anyways, those two, it's already more than 2 hours. I say that I need to go. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to study Hindi. I need to edit video. Maybe I need to record. I also need to eat something. So thank you for being here with me. It was amazing to do this live here. Today we talked a lot. I learned many things with you, especially you, Prabal, that become a teacher today. Thank you for your patience and all your knowledge is good. See, that's why I love to do live. I always learn something with you guys. I think it's already too late for we be here talking. Probably you guys are tired too. Because I know for people in Asia it's already late. You guys need to do your stuff or keep watching other people's live. I don't know what you guys do in the night. But I have my things to do. It was amazing to be here. So, Shubharatri, good afternoon. I don't know where you are. It was amazing to be here. See you tomorrow in the next live, Dostão. Good night, bye. Yes, tomorrow we are going to be here again. The 2020 Olympic medal, a medalha de ouro olímpica de 2016 foi a última conquista do Brasil, don't remember. Has a long time. Maybe, hoping in the next one. Mas é assim, दोस्तों. फिर मिलेंगे. See you tomorrow. Bye 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 bye.